Coffee, as you are aware, is one of the critical agricultural value chains in this country. It's a crop that needs to be given the right focus. We are aware that we have not been doing very well as a sector. But I must say, if you look at things the way they have been working out the last 2 or 3 years, there is some improvement that we have noted, and especially on the area of production. Of course, we are still hitting below our belt. I know we had a target to go to about 90,000 metric tons in about 10 years. That is being hindered by many challenges, key among them the climate change. And that is part of the reason why, as counties, we decided it's important that once in a while we come together so that we are able to borrow from what is happening across the counties, pick the good lessons, but also where we don't have very positive things happening, see to it that we can also pull along those players, because as we have resolved this morning, coffee is not really a crop that can be left to one county. It's a crop that has national importance, and we need to ensure that every single stakeholder is aligned to our thinking and the direction we want to take. I must say there is a lot happening in counties. We have seen a lot of counties now putting in place, for instance, the subsidy programs, which are going together, of course, with the national subsidy program that is being run by the government of His Excellency William Samoei Ruto. We have seen new counties coming up. We have seen Nandi, for instance, that are starting to do very well. We have seen Baringo, we've seen Narok. And therefore, this conversation is not just about the central Kenya, where we use to identify ourselves with coffee.
We contribute less than 1% to the global volumes that is traded in the global auctions, the Kenyan coffee. So really, we don't play any significant role with regard to the prices in the auction prices. Locally, we should be seeing also increase and even if not increase, but stability in some prices. And I think those are also structural issues that we want to address, especially at the auction, because you notice that the farmers have actually been denied to utilize the KCE. So why would you stop farmers from doing that? We have farmers now who have had their own self-determination. They have registered their coffee marketing companies, and they want to participate. They want to be participants in the auction directly without having somebody else in the middle to do that for them, because they are competent enough, they are capable, they have the legal framework to be able to do that. So we want to allow farmers to actually participate in the auction, so that even when they do get whichever prizes they do, they don't blame anyone.
So ours and our interest is mainly to see how we can get our farmers working together and starting platforms within the counties. We already have a platform in Muranga, we have a platform in Kirinyaga, we also have another one in Nyeri and Embu and Meru, and we would like also to spread out to the other parts of the country. But the purpose of this is such that each of the platforms, they can articulate on their issues of how they can increase production. So it is good also when we have these kind of meetings for people to look at the records which they have from various parts. For example, in Kirinyaga, in the last season, one society, Baragwe, had a total of 2 billion that went to the producers. If you go to a society like Mutira, still in Kirinyaga, they were also having close to 600 million, which is over $500 million. So ours is more to see how can the farmers work together and how they can be able to learn from each other. But if we can increase our production, that is the ultimate goal. Because in the farms, our challenge are only two. One, as a farmer, you need to prune properly. And then two, you need to feed your tree. And then, of course, production is what is key.